Alrighty, we're on the new bus. Yes, sir, Bob. Welcome to today. Although we're not going to show you much, but I do want to show you something that's cool, which is the new style child check system. So what we're going to do is, like normally when you're done, like we are right now, see there's like nobody on the bus. We're pulled off on the side of the road. What you have to do is you shut the bus off, put the key forward.
Please conduct your child search now.
Please conduct your child search now. Wow. Alright, so this is where you're supposed to, obviously, like we've said before. And we gotta check the bus for any dead bodies. I mean, sleeping bodies. And then we come back down. That's the old system. Child checkmate is now deactivated. At any rate, and I probably forgot to mention it. I worked for this, well, I did mention it. I worked for these guys like 18 plus years ago. And these guys, this company was the company that invented the child check system, which is all over Canada and the US. So, and this is a new one. This one has got some other cool features, which we'll try to remember to show you tomorrow morning. So, but anyway, yeah, so we got other stuff in here. This bus is basically the same, the IC that I had before, with a few added features. Got power mirrors, thank God, because, you know, and this bus has no issues. This one's new. 33,000 kilometers, where the other one I had like 170,000, I think it was. Anyway, this one has the little microphone. So you put that on, you go, hello, 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 how are you, kids? Thank you. So, with the flick of a switch, see if I can get that back in its freaking little cradle. Plus, you know, the two-way mic, so it's kind of cool. Although this thing keeps freaking hitting me. I don't like it. Anyway, so we're only on this run for about 2 months while the regular driver is down in Florida. Freaking snowbird. But anyway, this one has a exhaust brake. And it works really cool. So, actually, it really actually grabs it for an exhaust brake. I mean, it's a bus. It's not that heavy, right? So other than that, there's not a whole lot different other than the different child check system. And that little thing there. I'll tell you about it afterwards. So, yeah. Alrighty, time to show you one of the other features of the bus. Alright, so we didn't have much for a vlog. So, I decided just to continue on with a bus type tour. Now, let's see if it'll do it here now. I'm not sure if it will. But we've come into the bus. The little blue light has activated here. It's a theft mate. Oh.
Please sit down. Someone will be here shortly.
Oh. Please sit down. Someone will be here shortly. But there should be another one going off here. I haven't put the key in quick enough.
One, check for unauthorized entry.
Wow. Did you hear that? Alright. So, and of course, still has the typical for locking and unlocking the door. So, it's set up for the horn to go off. It beeps. And technically, if it were to continue for another 30 seconds or so, then a message would be sent to our dispatch. Dispatch would look it up on the computer, because the buses are GPS tracked to the foot, not just a general like the Qualcomm. General, the Qualcomm would get you, I mean, yes, you can pay to get it right down to the foot almost, but in general, when they look you up on the Qualcomm, they only get a rough idea of where you are, for you guys that drive trucks. But for these ones, for the buses, they're full 100% GPS to the foot. Anyway, yeah, so I got a paper towel rack in this one. So I'm not sure who put it in. I ain't sure, is that magnetic? Nope, it's screwed in. So I think most of the new buses, they're putting them in now. So anyways, I really like the sign they put in. So anyways, that's a cool little system. It's based off of that. It's all wired. It's got that little sensor, which is really cool. Now, the other thing too, I'm gonna try this. So you shut the key off for a second, leave it in the center, then put it forward. Now, because I already did my child check, so I'll get my fat ass down to the back of the bus here and see if it does it. Now, good, I left the heater going here. I don't know if we'll hear it. Okay, so you didn't hear that probably, but anyways, it says charter mode activated. What that does, it gives you some additional time with the everything turned off so that the alarms don't go off. We're going to turn that off, so that's not running. Close the window. So anyways, kind of cool. New stuff, you know, that we're not used to because we had the older bus. And I know even Compo's new stuff didn't have it. These guys, like I said, Bradley's was, and by the way, for those who haven't figured out who I'm working for, it's ML Bradley. But anyway, yeah, so they were the ones that invented the child check system. You know, so only stands to reason that they have the latest of the latest in here, right? So at any rate, yeah, that's about it. So we don't have much to report other than we're sitting here now waiting to do our second run. It's exam week. We've got still 6 minutes. It's 8:19. First pickup's at 8:25. Exact same road that I used to start my other run on from the other company, which is funny because I usually see him go by, and he went, can't remember if I didn't even notice if he had gone by yet or not. So, but whatever the case is, so yeah, I go by the exact same houses, but this run is just so freaking easy. Unbelievable changing to this company. Now, of course, the base pay is a little bit less. And I say that like the base amount for the week. What I make total for the week, which is the base, not including any extras that I do. However, I don't leave the house until about 20 after 6. Okay, quarter after 6, 20 after 6, I leave the house. Takes me about 15 minutes to get the yard. I pre-trip the bus, leave, get down to near where I do my first pickup, and I sit there for almost 10 minutes. But I like to be a little bit early just to be safe. So I sit there for about 10 minutes before I start my run there at 25 after 7. Whereas the other one, I have my first pickup at 5 to 7. Okay, there's not a big difference there. You know, half an hour. But I had to leave the yard where we parked the bus at 6:30. I had to leave the house at 5:30 in the morning. So almost, you know, well, 50 minutes difference right there. Then I finish at 5 after 9 is when I drop at the school, roughly, about 5 after 9. Which is the exact same time that I was supposed to finish the other run, but I never finished it before 10 after, quarter after 9. Then I had to drive the half hour, you know, well, 10 minutes to get to the yard and fiddle around, and then another half hour to get home. Whereas with these guys, I finish my run, I jump on the 417, well, the 174, and I'm home in 15 minutes from where the school is, because I can take the bus home. How awesome is that? So I saved there. Big time. I was spending about $60 to $70 a week on gas. Oddly enough, I get paid a base pay $60 less than what I was getting paid at the other place, which is basically the fuel I was spending to get out there. Plus, I was working an extra 3/4 an hour every day that I wasn't getting paid for, so I'm making up. So actually, I'm end up with more. Anyway, so this is a better deal all the way around. I know it kind of sounds confusing. But anyways, we didn't have much for today, or I didn't have much for today. Now I've got quite a bit for today, but it's all bus related and me related, so I'm sorry. No Linda hitting me on the side of the head. Oh, the peace.